so you can play. Miniwargaming's Warmachine League battle reports.
Hey there, Mini Wargamers. Owen here from Miniwargaming to bring another game in the Warmachine League. Mike and I are going to play a game, and we've modified it a bit because Mike really wants to play on the new board, and I don't care. So we're going to be doing that, and it's Cryx up against Trolls, 35 points of P. Denny up against some kind of Gristle, I don't know.
Prime Gris.
Gris is a name? I thought that was a joke. All right, I'll show you the armies in just a moment.
And here we are deployed. We've got the Cryx facing down. We've got the Banes with Denegra. We've got the Ghost Raiders over here going for the zone on the side. Going up against Horthal and his buddies over there. Trolls have turn one, and off we go. Now, if you wanted to see a more in-depth setup for our deployment and our armies and why we brought what we brought, take a click below. There's the pre-game show that we made between Mike and I, describing what models we brought, why we brought them, and what our plan is on this scenario. So, take a look at that. Otherwise, we'll just keep on going here. Moving up with his caster, charging after doing hoof it on the warders. Throlg then moves forward, just advancing up or running up. Either way, he's just getting closer. That's all he wanted to do. The warders, they then run. They're only speed 4, so they can run 8. But thanks to hoof it, after everyone has activated on his turn, they can do another advance. Horthal is going to run, and he was going to run full tilt, and he does, but then changed his mind and stopped a little bit short. He pops the aura on the stone, but first he was going to move the Mauler first. So he riles it and runs, and it basically just moves up behind. There we go. So riled for 4, run for 1, and it goes and stands next to Gris. Because that's what he does. Boop, 7 inches, and then 3 inches, and then he stands right there. Now the aura gets popped, and he runs forward with the Stone Bearer, as well as everybody else involved in that little group of real great cheese. And then at the end of everything, his warders get to make an advance, and so they move up 4 inches. Once again, the objectives, they are line of sight blocking, movement blocking, and that's that. Cryx's turn begins. First thing I do is just take off with all my Ghost Raiders, because Blackbane and his buddies are amazing. And so they all run around and get on the bridge. Banes, they all just kind of move right up, getting in position to start taking that zone / defending it, because they do, of course, all have tough. And who knows, maybe I'll actually make a tough this game. Moving here, we use the War Witch Siren to power boost her Nightmare, so Nightmare gets a focus because I didn't allocate him any, which was my intent, and then run Nightmare over, standing next to the objective there, lining himself up so I can kill on my following turn. The Hag drops her mini feat, but unfortunately it's not going to make much difference, seeing as the stone removes incorporeal anyway, but at least it'll protect a few of them. Then Denny moves, and she decides that she's just going to stand right in the middle between Nightmare and the Banes, because why not? I don't think he can get me. And that's it. That's the end of my turn. Boom. So, we're back to the Trolls, and first thing he does, charge run with the Bull Riders, and then doesn't really go anywhere. He just kind of lines himself up. Gris moves up, which is not usually a good thing, but he does cast Rift onto my Blood Hags, which hits, killing the first one. Blast damage kills another one, dice -6 does not kill, and the last one is not killed either. So 2 of them do survive. The Mauler once again is riled and then moves forward up next to Gris in such a way that he can start attacking on the following turn. He then decides that he's going to move forward with the stones after popping the aura, as well as making it so that I can no longer be counted as incorporeal while within the aura of the stone. But he did also move far enough away that if he were to get killed, he would not get take-up. Oh, and then he moved another guy over. Never mind. The warders charge, and of course I don't have my incorporealness, so they just kind of move up and get in there and start attacking. Unfortunately for him, he wasn't able to get all the warders in, and so he's only got the 3. First guy attacks, hits, kills. Second guy attacks, hits, and kills. And the last guy attacks, which of course misses, because that's how that goes. And the miss. There we go. Horthal, he decides that he's just going to hug there because he doesn't have much of a choice. Cryx's turn begins. Denny walks up, feats, so everybody gets -2 a bunch of stuff while within her control. Basically -2 to everything except for their fury. Then she casts Crippling Grasp onto Gris, boosting the hit, which hits, and so she's -4 to pretty much everything now. The Banes charge in, and they go after the mount right there. I'm trying to think of what it's called. Tuffalo. There we go. Anyway, but Bane attacks. He's only defense 10 right now, so it's a hit. And he's a Weaponmaster on the charge, and Dark Shroud plus the spell, or the feat, makes it so he just dies. But he does get his tough, which he promptly fails. And so there it is. That is the end of that rider. And the Blood Witches all do a charge run order, getting themselves in there. As many of them as possible I got in the charge. And first guy attacks, it's 2s to hit because they have Gang and the feat. So he's only defense 10 and they're all mat 8. And then he's only armor 15, and so it's dice minus 5 or armor 16. No, they've got the stone, that's right. But it out and out kills that guy, and thanks to the Blood Hag who's standing nearby, preventing tough and transfers and healing, that's basically what she does. Or she doesn't prevent transfers, but he can't transfer right now anyway, thanks to filling up his Mauler with Fury. So here we go, dice minus 6, or dice minus 7. The Hag is attacking the next warder here, and does a bit of damage, 4 damage to him. First one died, of course, we already saw that. And then second attack, which hits, and then dice minus like 9. Yeah, there we go, no damage. And that's it for her. Next one attacks, hits, and then dice minus 7 on the charge, 2 damage. And so 2 to the next guy, or the same guy. Her second attack, dice minus 9 once again. So 2 to hit, and then minus 9. And bam, 2 damage. I actually killed him, which was great. And now the next one attacks, going for the next guy. It's only one witch now here, so she hits, and then dice minus 7, charge attack, 2 points of damage. Second initial, hits, and then dice minus 9. There we go. And 1 damage, so another damage to there. So boom, he takes 4 in total, or 3 in total, and lives. Last attack, and hits. There we go, but no damage. So that's it. And then the last one needs like dice minus 11. Nightmare then advances or charges in. He was within 11 inches. At first I thought it was because of his prey, but he was just within range to walk or to charge in and get him with the claws, because he does have reach, which is something that a lot of people don't accommodate for. So dice plus 4, he smashes into that troll. Second initial hits, and then dice plus 4 auto kills, and he can't tough thanks to the the Blood Hag. And that's that. That is the end of his caster.
Like I said.
Good game, man. So here we are at the end of that game, Mini Wargamers, and
Game's over?
Yeah.
you don't mess with me when I play Pete any. And
you gotta cast a kill, dude.
Yeah, oh yeah, I cast a kill them good.
Oh yeah.
Nightmare with Prey is just amazing. With the feet and the crippling grasp. Bram. Yeah. 3s to hit, dice plus 4. He can't heal, can't transfer, can't tough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, that was a thing. We'll talk about this in the post game.
Really good.
And stay tuned for that. Happy wargaming.
Like I said.